What is up, everyone? Welcome back, welcome back. For some reason, I felt the need to get back on. I don't know. I guess I'm getting addicted to learning on Boot.Dev. Alright, let me turn on. Actually, let me switch screens. Alright, so you guys can see everything. There we go. Alright, testing, testing. Let's see if I hear my own voice. Alright, we are good to go. Alright, let's see. Desktop audio, mic is on. Alright, let's continue learning. So we are on chapter 7, comparisons. There's 13 lessons here. Let's see how far we could get. Alright, because I'm on 81 out of 179. Is that halfway? Almost halfway done with the whole course, right? Yep. Once I get to 90, I would be about halfway done. Alright. Let's see. Comparison operators. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Comparison operators. When coding, it's necessary to be able to compare two values. Boolean logic is the name for these kind of comparison operations that always result in true or false operators. Less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to. For example, 5 is okay. We get this part, right? I get this part. All right, let's watch this video. All right, let's get back to this. Assignment: complete the player one wins function. It should return true if player one has a higher score and false otherwise. So, okay. So complete player one wins function. Player one score, player two score. Okay, so oh shit, what did I do? I pressed delete. Okay, it's go up. Nope, that was down. All right, so let's go player one score. Let's see, function. It should return true if the player one has a higher score. All right, so space greater than, greater than player score two. Um, uh, return. I think that works, right? Without. Oh wait. Let's name this score equals. Okay, and then return score, and then run it. All right, 3 pass, 0 failed. Pause skip, submit. All right. So name a variable, and then it's player one score greater than player two score, return score. So it has to return something. Score. All right. Comparison operator evaluations. When a comparison happens, the result of the comparison is a Boolean value. It's either true or false. Take the following two examples. Is bigger equals 5 greater than 4. Is bigger equals true. In both of the above cases, we're creating a Boolean variable called is bigger with the variable of true, with the value of true, because 5 is greater than 4. Is bigger is assigned the value of true. Assignment says create the following variables. Use comparison operators to determine their Boolean values. The context of the parameters names should tell you how to make these comparisons. Return them in this order, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we have to return these in that order. So let's where's the comma? Comma, space, and comma, space. Alright, there we go. And then let us see. Oh, what the hell? What was that? Did I press undo? Alright, how do I go forward? I pressed the scroll button and I think it did the undo. Or not, it might have just copied. Oh, it immediately pastes shit down. Okay, let me just delete all this. Delete that. Then press enter. Alright, so here we go. I have to click here, right? So now here I have to create these variables right here. Alright. And then I have to create the following variables. Use comparison operators to determine their Boolean values. Context of the parameter name should Mustang Edward same. Is Alphonse Edward same? Is Winry Alphonse same? Okay. Context of the parameter names Edward height. Oh, okay. So Mustang Edward. So equals Edward height. Same. Okay. Edward height equals Alphone height is Winry Winry height is right here. Oh, these are two. Mustang and Edward. So Mustang height Winry. Alright, so okay. So Mustang height has to go up here. Copy. Control V. Equals like that. Alright, and this equals, they're both the same, so I'm getting a phone call. Let's see. Alphone's height equals Edward height. This has to equal Winry height equals Alpha. And then run it. 2 passed, 0 failed, 6 skipped. Alright. Because this is saying Mustang Edward is the same, technically this and Edward, I could switch them because it's the same thing. It doesn't have to be in order unless I use the less than or equal to or any of those less thans or greater thans. Next. Comparison practice. Alright, so comparison practice. Car size equals 4, truck size equals 5. Is smaller, car size is 4, is less than truck size. That is correct. True. Alright, so complete the can withstand blow. Okay, so hero armor, enemy damage, and then when we return it, it has to be, okay. It should return true if the hero's armor is greater than or equal to the damage dealt. False otherwise. So and then we'll just name it health. Um, resistance. Uh, okay, so hero's armor. So hero armor has to be greater than or equal to. So greater than or equal to enemy damage. And then we have to return resistance. Run 3 pass, 0 failed. Submit. Done. Alright. If statements. It's often useful to only execute code if a certain condition is met. If condition, do some stuff here. Code after the if block may still run regardless. Alright. So for example, in this code, diff show status boss health. If boss health is greater than 0, print Ganondorf. Haha, Legend of Zelda. Print Ganondorf is alive. Return. Print Ganondorf is unalive. Okay. If boss health is greater than 0, then this will be printed. Ganondorf is alive. Otherwise, this will be printed. Ganondorf is unalive. Okay, so there's 2 strings right here. Okay. Without a return in the if block, Ganondorf is unalive would always be printed. Okay. So if there's no return, it will always be, this code prints both messages. Alright. Without a return in the if block, Ganondorf is unalive would always be printed. This code could print both messages. Okay. When you only want code within an if block to run, use return to exit the function early. Assignment. Complete the print status. This right here. Don't touch anything below here. Alright. So complete the print status function. If the player health is less than or equal to 0, print the text dead to the console. Alright, so let's do this first one. Okay, so dead equals oh wait, let me see how I'm gonna do this. Alright, define show status. I'm gonna put an if statement here. So if player health is, let's see, less than or equal to 0. I'm pretty sure I do a semicolon right after. No, colon. Enter. Okay, so if player health is less than or equal to 0, print, and then quotes, DEAD, and then let's see, Afterwards, whether or not the player is dead, print the text status check complete to the console. Afterwards, whether or not the player is dead, print text status. Okay, so just right after print. Okay. Uh, Quotes status check complete to the console, and then just return. Okay. Oh no, wait. It's not saying to return anything. Let's see. It says without the return in the if block, Ganondorf is unalive would always be printed. So always put return at the end. So print Ganondorf is alive. Return. So let's put this. Cut this. Return. Let us return this. Alright, so the if it has to be right here. And the return has to be over here. Print. Alright, run. 3, checking. Okay, player health is 3, checking status, check complete, and done. No? What did I do then? How did I mess up? Oh wait, let's read the tip. Indentation matters. Indentation is what tells Python whether the body of the function or the if statement has ended. Also, don't forget to colon after your if statement. Alright, the if statement is up here. It is a required part of the syntax. So it's just doing it over and over and over. So I don't need the return. What the? Sure. Alright, let's see. I see your code in the output. The instructions say if player health is less than or equal to 0, print dead. Afterwards, whether or not the player is dead, print status check complete. Right now, your print status function, when player health is greater than 0, nothing prints at all. 2 questions. Where is the print status check complete line indented right now? Is it inside the if block or outside of it? Okay, so Oh wait. Um. Okay, that's where I messed up. Print status. Alright, so let's read. Okay, complete the print status function if player health is less than or equal to 0. Print dead. Afterwards, whether or not the player is dead, print the status check complete to the console. No. Do I have to put an else? It needs to be lowercase d. Alright, so backspace right there. Run it. Player health is 3, checking status, status check complete. Alright, I think I had it right maybe the first time, except I capitalized dead. So I messed up on that. Alright. If practice. Remember, you can use the equals equals operator to check if values are equal. For example, is equal equals 5 equal 5. Alright, assignment. Complete the check swords for army function. If the number of the swords and the number of soldiers match, return the string correct amount. Otherwise, incorrect amount. Punctuation matters. Make sure you return the strings exactly as they appear above. Tips. You only need to use one if statement and um, two return statements to complete the function. Proper indentation is essential for writing Python. So two return statements. Okay, so okay, if number of swords, number of swords, um, If number of swords is equals, check swords for if the number of swords and number of soldiers match. Alright, so and then enter. Return string. Print. PR print print this string. Nope. Correct amount. Okay. Otherwise, return the string. Incorrect amount. Okay, and then return again. Ah, shit. I think that's how you do it. 0 passed, 2 failed. Alright, so punctuation matters. Yada. You only need to use one if statement and 2 return statements to complete. Alright. Print correct. Should I just remove one? Inputs 500 and 1000. Expected incorrect amount, actual none. Fail. Complete the check swords army function if the number of swords Five hundred, 1000, incorrect amount. Okay, expected incorrect amount. Actual, none. Do I have to use the not equal? Number of fucking soldiers. Number of... If the number of swords... okay. Does not equal. So let's put exclamation point. Does not equal. Have number of soldiers. Okay. Then okay. Okay. If the number of swords, and the number of soldiers match, print correct amount. Return goes under print. Let me just try to remember. Print goes under the if. Run. But that didn't work. Inputs 500, 1000. Incorrect amount. Expected incorrect amount. Actual none. Fail. Why didn't it print shit out? Is equal. Okay, number of swords. I don't know where I fucked up on. I can see your code output. You're very close, but there's an important issue to address. The problem is you're using print instead of return to send back the strings. Notice in the output that actual none appears. This means that your function isn't returning anything, even though it's printing the correct messages. Key concept. There's a big difference between print and return. Displays as a text to the console. Return sends a value back to whoever called the function. The test is checking what your function returns, not what your print, not what it prints. Okay. One. What should you use instead of print correct amount? Return correct amount. Oh, so it's not asking for a damn fucking string. I'm stupid as hell. Alright, so return. And then return down here. And then the format. Let's see, the format, the return has to be under the print. Okay. Yeah, return has to be here. Number of fucking swords has to be here. And return also has to be here. No? Should I F string? Otherwise, return string incorrect amount. One passed, one failed. So inputs is 500, 1000. Expected incorrect amount, actual none. There has to be only one if statement. You only need to use one if statement and two return statements to complete the function. Proper indentation is alright, so um, alright, so you're definitely close. Look at what happens in your function when the numbers are not equal. Like 500 and 1000. Your if only runs when the numbers are equal. If they are not equal, Python skips the if block entirely. There is no return after the if, so the function returns none. What if I move this over here? Does it do anything? Oh, that's why. I forgot the colon afterwards. Alright, so I can move this back down. Alright, now if number of swords equals number of soldiers, return this. Number of swords does not equal number of soldiers. Okay. Then return this. Okay. No? Okay. So let's just put equals. Number of swords equals number of soldiers. So, no. One passed, one failed. What the hell am I doing? Okay. Your if only runs when numbers are equal. If they're not equal, Python skips the if block entirely. There's no return after if, so the function returns none. So the correct amount is working. A couple of guiding questions for you. In the case where number of swords is not equal to number of soldiers, where should the incorrect amount be returned from? Right now you have two return lines inside the if block. Does the second return ever run if the first return is executed? So yeah, I do have to fucking move this. Okay. No. Alright, then I have to remove this one and then put it here. Oh shit. Now let's run it. 0 passed, 2 failed. What the fuck is happening now? Try restructuring the function with only one if statement. One return correct amount for the equal case. One return incorrect for the everything else. Ah, this is not necessary, that's why. No? Let's move this down here. Delete that. Enter. Backspace. Forward. Run. Now it says failed. One failed. Input 500, 1000. Incorrect amount, none. Oh, okay. The spacing. So it was supposed to be outside of this right here. Alright, so 2 returns is all that's needed. I didn't need another one of these. So I need to put if this, return this, and then outside of here, right underneath the if, return, and the incorrect amount. Fuck! But I finally got it. Did I even gain any XP from that? Alright, if else. I almost have an hour in, and I've gone through almost half. If else. An if statement can be followed by the 0 or more elif. Okay, elif is like else if statement, which can be followed by 0 or 1 else statement. For example, if the score is greater than high score, print high score beat. Elif score is greater than second highest score, print you got second place. Elif score is greater than third highest score, print you got third place. Else print better luck next time. First if statement is evaluated. If it's true, then the statement's body is executed and all the other elifs and else are ignored. If it's false, then the next elif is evaluated. Likewise, if it's true, then its body is executed and the rest are ignored. If none of the if or elif statements evaluate to true, then the final else statement will be the only body executed. So the final one is uh, print better luck next time. Alright, the assignment: complete player status health function. If the player's health is less than or equal to 0, return the string. Alright, so elif did I put space or backspace? Let me go back. If space. So it does it automatically. Elif. Alright, so player status function health is less than or equal to 0. Less than or equal to 0. Let me remove this. Okay. Enter. Where's the elif supposed to be? On the left side, you're right. Here, I put. Alright. It says return the string. Dead. Okay. Elif. Health is less than or equal to 5. Okay. Less than or equal to 5. Alright, and then return the F string injured. Okay. Elif. No, not elif. Else. Do I have to put else? Yeah. So if health is less than 0, return is dead. Elif, if health is less than equal to 5, return injured, else return healthy. The F string healthy run. Alright, so the spacing is not correct. Okay. Line 17 module, string line 1 in module, home pyodine main.py line 2. Alright, help. Alright, I see your code in the error. Inside a function, Python expects the body to be indented, and the first condition must start with if, not elif. Okay, think about these two questions. Right after def, player status health, what keyword should you use your first condition? Use if or elif. Let me see up here. Yeah, it did say if, elif, else. Okay. Run it. It's not working. Okay. 2. How many spaces or tabs should all the lines inside the function be indented so Python knows they belong to player status? Oh. Hmm. Actually, don't know. Change the first elif into correct starting keyword, and then all conditional lines and their return statements so they're inside the function. Alright, so one? I'm guessing just one, but I don't know. Yep, just one. Alright. So it can't be directly underneath the D, giggity. After the second character, is it like where you start the if, the elif, and the else, and then the return has to be underneath the function that you called. Return, return, return. Okay. I'm gonna forget about the spacing and shit. Alright. If-else practice. Here are some basic rules with if-else blocks. You can't have an elif or an else without an if. You can have else without an elif. So you can have this without an elif, but you can't have an elif or an else without the if. Okay, so this has to be there. You can have an else. You can have this without elif. Okay, okay, got it. Remember to check if two values are the same using the equals equals operator. Same equals 5 equals 6. Same equals 6 equals 6. Okay, so this one's false, this one's true. Assignment. There is a bug in the check high score. Okay. Function add proper conditional statements to fix the bug. If the names match, return the string, this string. Otherwise, return this string. The less than equals operator compares strings alphabetically and works when names are equal. Example, lane is less than equal to lane is true. Okay. Got about an hour and 2 minutes in. Let's see. I'll finish off with this one and then y'all finish this one. One more. Fuck it. One more. Please let me get one more. Alright. Simon, there's a bug here. Add the proper conditional statement to fix the bug. If true, return this. Else, return this. Okay. If the names match, return the string. Alright, let's run and see what it says. One passed, one failed. Inputs Ash Ketchum. Okay, we're doing Pokemon now. Ash Ketchum. Expected, you are the highest scoring player. So right here we have to replace it. If you, let's see, you are the highest scoring player. Alright, so let's put current player name. Alright. Proper conditional equals equals. Let's see what this returns. 2 passed already? Damn, okay. Inputs, Ash Ketchum, expected. You are the highest scoring player. Actual, you are the highest scoring player. Pass. Inputs, Brock, Ash Ketchum. Alright. So expected, you are not the highest scoring player. Actual, you are not the highest scoring player. Pass. 2 passed, 0 failed. Alright, so I guess this one was already, I mean, like, the order of it was correct. The current player and the highest scoring player. Everything was already, like, set up for you, I guess. That's cool. Alright, next is the if-else practice. Alright, if-else practice, if-else, Boolean logic, then Boolean quiz. Should serve drinks, mount rental, combat advantage. So more exercises. Alright, these are comparisons. After comparisons is loops, lists, dictionaries, sets, errors, practice, quiz. Alright, that's pretty much it. Alright, let's see. Any notifications? Nope. Level 12 still. Alright, let's check my leaderboard. Let's see how am I doing. How am I doing? Top daily learner. You're in first position out of 25 league members. Alright, try to catch up to me now. Top league learners. I am number 8 now. Alright, out of how many? 21. Alright, I'm in top 10 out of 25 league members. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna catch up to tech data for sure. Let's see, I'm at 3,000, so if I double it, I'll be in 5th place. Yeah, nah. Global learners. I am 2,718. And then community members. I am 670. Oh, 67,320. Right? Yeah, 67,320 members out of yeah. So I'm last. You are in position 6 out of Discord members. Yeah, I'm last. Everyone. Alright. Showing 30 most recent archmages. I'm not on here. Alright. Alright, that's pretty much it. Alright, you guys know what to do. Subscribe, follow all my channels, or subscribe to them. Channel links are down in the description below, or you guys could go to the about section. If you guys don't catch me live and the videos are not on Twitch or Kick, subscribing to subscribing to my Rumble or my YouTube channel, you guys will be able to find all my videos. They're gonna be in on YouTube. They're gonna be in my from gamer to engineer playlist. All right. Other than that, you guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully we've learned some stuff. I know I did. Um, and then we will continue. Let's see. We're almost halfway done with the Python course too. So I'm guessing after I'm done with this chapter, I'll be like halfway there. For sure. Halfway done with learn to code in Python, and then we'll do learn Linux after that. Alright. Thanks again. I'll see you guys next time.